I suppose the word like hyper real is like the understatement of the year, I guess, in the sense that I can remember physically like sitting down this time last year and filming my best of 2014 video, and here we are a year later and so much has changed. I feel like I went actually a few days ago and watched that video from last year, and I don't even feel like the same person. I think I'm just sort of like in such a good place now that I don't know, it doesn't even feel like the same person. I feel like right now is sort of who I've been wanting to be and sort of expecting that I would be for so long. Very surreal, to say the least, that I'm here where I am now in my apartment in New York and filming this video for you guys with, what, 4,000, we're almost at 4,200 subscribers. Instagram launched, well, I guess I really like took my Instagram and made it like an actual kind of blogger account, and we're at, what, 1,200, and I launched the blog, and like, it's kind of ridiculous, and I have you guys to thank. I do have to thank myself, you know, just sort of like, just not taking no for an answer and really pushing myself, and then having the support from you guys is always, it's excellent. So it makes all of the efforts more than worth it. I freelance for 2 companies that I think make some of the best skincare in the entire world, and I finally got my chance at being in the skincare world, and it's excellent, and I couldn't be happier. So thank you guys. And you didn't probably come for a whole speech, but this is like cue, like the orchestra like telling me to get off the stage. So let's get to the bulk of the products. We're doing best of 2015, and which products did I either A, mention nearly every single month or consistently, or B, did I try them fairly recently and they've blown me out of the water so much that they have to be included. And you'll see a combination of both of these guys in the video. You'll see some old friends and some new favorites that I'm kind of all over. And hopefully my face matches my neck, because that's not often the case. I don't know how. Okay, so I broke it down into categories, and I'm gonna sort of just take you through each step. So let's start. Makeup removing cleansers. Obviously, you know the Farmacy is going to be on here. This is, and I've said, I think, oh god, have I already made that much of a dent in it? I think I said that if I didn't have any other cleansing oils except this one, I wouldn't be too upset. And I just think it's a really, really well-made cleanser. I got super into the Farmacy brand as a whole. If you're going to try one product from them, it certainly has to be this, just because it's such a universal product. It works so well, and value for money wise, it's a pretty good deal. So I think this is the cleansing oil to end all cleansing oils. Where's wood? I don't know, because everyone's angry, I guess. I think it performs so well, way better than any other cleansing oil that I've ever had in the past, and it's kind of incredible. Next, Blue Moon. It's funny because I originally did not really like Blue Moon. I didn't think it was as exciting as I was expecting it to be, but with continued use, and the more I use it and the more I play with it and the more I experiment with how I use it, the more I like it. I actually have even gotten to a point now where I mix it with a little bit of Good Genes and leave it as an exfoliating, hydrating, soothing mask. Kind of love that. So if you like Sunday Riley and you like cleansing balms, don't even question it, because you're gonna like this. That's just how it works, right? A lot of products you'll see throughout this video I had tried small sizes of, like travel size or sample size or something like that. And you try the products and you love it and you buy the full size. So it's not with every small product that I've tried, but I have committed to full sizes. Case in point with Omorovicza Cleansing Foam. Liz, my friend Liz on Instagram, who's Liz Alaska, we love this. It's so funny because her skin is more combination and easily congested, and mine's dry, dehydrated, but we both love this. A foam, like a cleansing foam, is my kind of guilty pleasure, because theoretically I shouldn't like them, I shouldn't be using them, because they, in theory, of course, will dry the skin out, especially mine. But I think this one is done so well, and it has more glycerin in it than it has kind of emulsifying agents. So it doesn't strip my skin at all. It smells like the Omorovicza, like orange blossom and jasmine, kind of earthy, delicious vibe. And I love this as a morning cleanse. It just is like bubbly and delicious. Dr. Dennis Gross all-in-one cleanser with toner. It's the most overlooked product in the entire range, but I think it's one of their absolute best in the sense that it is a cleanser for literally every skin type in the world. It gets makeup off, it cleanses the skin really nicely, but the thing that I enjoy the most is that it leaves the skin feeling balanced. You don't get that tight pulling sensation you normally get from a harsh foam, and you don't get the film or residue left over from an oil or a balm that doesn't rinse away properly. It just leaves the skin feeling completely balanced and like you have toned it, because you feel like if you put your products on immediately after that, they're going to sink in and be wonderful. So I love that, and 6 ounces for $30, great value for money. Well, obviously you know my favorite cleanser of all time, as I have voted it, is Indie Lee's Brightening Cleanser. Again, a universal cleanser that any skin type can use. It is the best cleanser in the entire world for a morning cleanse. Except we've got a little runner-up that I'm going to talk about in like 2 seconds actually. Delicious, and it's weird to me that Indie Lee is now my friend. Like, I have her phone number and we talk, and I just think this is such a really, it's just a great cleanser, and she's a lovely person, and I love this, as you know. I got my grandmother on this, I got my mom on this, I'm almost done, obviously I have to get another one. So obsessed. The second runner-up for Best Morning Cleanse, Sunday Riley Charisma Creme. Now, of course, they don't make this anymore. Of course. But I'm okay with that because I do enjoy Blue Moon so much. This is so softening, it instantly makes the skin feel cushiony and fluffy and all of those amazing soft pillowy things that we love, and it smells good, I think. Apparently they got rid of it because it smelled weird, because there's actual lactose in it, but I think it smells great. And when it says lines literally seem to melt away, they're not wrong. And then the other Sunday cleanser, Ceramic Slip. Again, theoretically I should not enjoy this as much as I do because it is more for a combination oily skin. It cleanses with clay, there's essential oils to tone and like kill bacteria on the skin. So theoretically I shouldn't like this as much as I do, but I really, really do love it. And look, I'm almost done. So that goes to show, right? Sunday just makes really good products. The Purifying Cleanser, I love this. I don't know how, because it's not theoretically for my skin type, but it doesn't dry the skin. It turns into an oil when you massage it onto dry skin, and it turns into a soft, creamy lather when you add some water. It's a really well done cleanser, and I think all of us can agree that Tata Harper makes some of the best cleansers in the world, and they're not wrong. This just happens to be my favorite that I've tried. I liked the Regenerating, but I like this so much more. Let's talk about another Tata Harper product, the Hydrating Floral Essence. I started with the small size on this, committed to the full size, and look how much I've used, and it's only been about a month and a half, if that. I think this functions really great as a toner and as a hydrating mist. It does both, which is really hard to do because not all products are created to work that well. I actually have a post coming up on my blog about my favorite mists and all of that sort of delicious stuff, so I don't want to go into too much detail about them because then that would spoil the blog post, and that's not exciting. So, Queen of Hungary from Omorovicza. This year I think was a year of certainly Sunday Riley, certainly Dennis Gross, Tata Harper, KateCeuticals, Omorovicza, and Farmacy, I think is what the year was, and I'm not mad about it at all, right? So I love Queen of Hungary. Jordan Samuel Skin, What Are You Waiting For? Of course, this has unfortunately been discontinued. He has tweaked the formula and sort of maximized it and made it even better, and it should be coming out soon. We'll see. But I love this. I think this was like the standout product from his range because it just smells like heaven. It's so hyper soothing, and I loved it. Still love it. I still have like about half left. Caudalie Beauty Elixir. Another one I started with small size with, finished that in about 2 months, and then I've only had this for about 2 months, and look how much I used. Because I use this literally every time I wear makeup. I set my makeup with this because I think it's the skincare version of a setting mist in the sense that it is more pore refining. It does have a bit of some alcohol in it, but it does make the skin feel really, really balanced. Although, it must be said, my favorite mist, probably ever, Somerville Nourish. The mist is so incredibly fine. It just is such a great product to refresh the skin, to add moisture, to soothe, to give your skin really good ingredients, and it's my favorite. Love that. And then toner-wise, I ended up really loving the Kate Somerville Replenishing Toner. You guys know I love the Paula's Choice Earth Source Purely Natural Refreshing Toner as like an essence type of product because it is more of a milky kind of oil-based toner, but I like this one even more. I just think it has even more cushiony, pillowy softness to it after you apply it. I don't use this as a toner, I use it as an essence, and it's loaded with good skincare, so what are you gonna do, right? Exfoliants. I finally got around to doing Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta products. My picks are the Original / Universal and Medi-Spa. Those happen to be my favorite because I think they're sort of the most universal. Paula's Choice BHA 9, such a unique product, and I hate the packaging, right? All of us do. But if you've got some noticeably large pores or a really stubborn spot or blackheads that just will not come out, you gotta throw this on there, and it really does make a huge difference. Quite pricey, but it is so unique and so high performance that I don't even like question it, you know? Then obviously Exfoliant of the Year, and I think I would have to give this my award for Product of the Year, Sunday Riley Good Genes. I just think that this is this my favorite skincare product of all time? Well, it's certainly top 5. I just am so obsessed with this for the immediacy that you get as far as results, the way that it makes your skin look. There's no other product that I own that can touch that. As far as it makes the skin so smooth and soft at the same time, plump, supple, bright. I use this as an exfoliant product. You can use it as a serum, but I would much rather put supercharged like anti-aging skincare on top of this. I refer to this and use this way more as an exfoliating product, and because my skin's so dry, dehydrated, the heavy amount of lactic in this is great for me, so love that. Let's jump into eyes. Well, let's just keep the Sunday Riley train going. Start over. I had tried samples and samples and samples of this throughout the year, and I finally just committed to the full size. I just think it works. I mean, it's definitely a morning time eye cream. If I wear it at night, I put a creamier eye cream on top, but it does just take away puffiness, dark circles, just morning eye is what it takes away. It just kind of makes you look awake and like you did get more than 2 hours of sleep the night before, which is hard to do, right? In an eye cream, it's very hard to do, and you get a full ounce, which I love. Now, they are changing the packaging. It's still going to be more than your traditional half an ounce, but the price is going down. It's already on barneys.com if you want to check it out, but yeah, still a great product. And then Dr. Dennis Gross Ferulic and Retinol Triple Correction Eye Serum. Just because it's such a unique product, you can put it on the lids, it's formulated beautifully, it's quite potent. I mean, you are going to see results with this, but the whole putting it on the lids thing has really been a big seller for me, and I just think it's a really well done product. There's other eye creams that I really loved, but not that jumped out at me, except my beloved Chanel Le Lift, but that was already on there last year, so that'll be on the blog. Serums. It's very hard, serums / treatments. It's very hard to pin down serums because I have so many of them and I try so many of them, but it takes a longer time to see them, to see results at least, so I'm going to go with texture and just ones that I've really loved. Kate Somerville Quench Oil Free. I prefer this way more to the regular Quench as far as texture goes, and I did do a blog post on this, so I will link to that below, but long story short, it's great for preventing dehydration and preventing signs of aging from showing up. I don't think it's as powerful as far as anti-aging than her other serum products, but if you are, prior to seeing signs of aging, this is a great one to have on the face. Another excellent one that I love, again, as a preventative measure, is Jordan Samuel's Hydrolysis. Now, he's changed it. It's now referred to as Hydrate Serum. And then he took the formula and just turned the volume up on it, removed any essential oils, really, and fragrance. So I think it suits a lot more people and a lot more skin types. I loved this, so I would imagine I'm going to flip out over this as soon as I am able to try it. There's some other stuff that I want to get through first before I pop open a new one, but I'm excited about that. And then, let's see, in the same realm, Hyaluronide Low Molecular HA. Look at that, how much I've used. This, it's so funny, I find myself using it nearly every morning, but I'm like, I don't really think of it as, oh my god, if I didn't have that I would die. But then I also think about when I don't use this, I notice a huge difference in my skin as far as I look a little bit dry, I look a little bit blah. It just kind of really helps to plump out the skin, make it feel really comfortable and supple and hydrated, and it's a universal product in the sense that all skin types can use it. And I'm doing a blog post comparing this to Hydroluron, so be looking out for that. But for the price, I think this is an incredible product. Now lastly in the treatment category, has to be said, Luna. So Luna is, of course it's a top seller, there's so many people that love this. I really enjoy it. I think it's a great product. Now, if I had to pick between this and Good Genes, I would pick Good Genes, but that's only because I feel Good Genes is much more suitable for my skin type and my skin concerns. Luna is great if you've got enlarged pores, loss of firmness, fine lines, discoloration from UV damage, just damaged skin, fragile skin. You just need to look better. That's what Luna is for. It is not an oil with retinol in it, it's a retinol and an oil base. I've done a whole blog post and video about it, so watch that if you're still confused about how to use Luna. But just the science behind this is so ridiculous. I'm still kind of trying to wrap my mind around it, and I love it. Let's jump into oils. Now, my vote for oil of the year is Artemis. And the funny thing is, this is technically not for my skin type. Like it's detoxifying, purifying, balancing, reduces natural sebum. My skin's dry, dehydrated. You'd think I'd need more of it. Whereas Flora is my other favorite. I mean, I love Juno, as you know, but that was mentioned last year. And I've used a considerable amount of both, but it's so strange because I reach for Artemis way more than I reach for Flora, which is so funny to me. It's so smooth and so poreless and so glowing and soft and just floats over the skin, and I love the smell. I love the smell. So obsessed with that. And then of course Flora is a great oil that I didn't discover until the end of the year really, but as you can tell I've used a lot of it. It is great overnight. I use Artemis way more during the day and I use Flora pretty much exclusively at night, unless my skin is needing a little bit extra in the morning, but Flora is also beautifully done. And then the Triple C Peptide Firming Oil from Dennis Gross. I used this during the summer and I've been using it consistently ever since then. I think it's an amazing product. It's certainly a treatment product in the way that Luna is. I don't rely on this for my sole source of hydration, but if your skin is really oily, you probably could. Vitamins A through K, 3 forms of vitamin C, peptides, plant extracts, plant lipids. Amazing. Amazing. Now there's a separate category that are between moisturizers and oils, and that's balms, right? Like treatment balms. So Farmacy Sleep Tight just does what it says it's going to do, and I use this at least twice a week, which is a lot for me because I love to rotate my products, as you know, but I just think it does what it says it's supposed to do. I think this is a great product. And then literally not but like a few weeks ago, 2 weeks at the most, I picked up May Lindstrom Skin's Blue Cocoon. It's already on the list for best of the year. The smell. Oh my god. Already made a dent in it, right? I just think it really made me believe that skincare can connect my mind to what I'm applying on my face, right? Like whenever I smell this, my body relaxes, my tension goes away, I feel like at peace. And it's a moisturizer. Like how, right? It's just great. It's so funny because I've been doing a lot of research on Niod as well. You know, the Deciem brand. It's like skincare for the highly educated. I keep reading all of their research and all of that and the products, and I'm freaking out because they're so insanely high performance scientific. But then I'm also like all on May Lindstrom's website, like, I want to be one with the earth. So, and like, no chemicals. So I'm literally like at the polar opposite spectrum of what skincare ethos, and I kind of love it. But I think May Lindstrom is really just, if you want to have a luxurious experience, not even a product, but an experience, I think that's what she does really well. So, and the Blue Cocoon I think is worth the investment that I made in it. I think it's the most I've ever spent on a single skincare item, and I'm not even mad about it. because I think it's beautiful. Now let's jump into moisturizers. The moisturizer of the year, besides MAC Stroke Cream, Somerville Nourish. I can't believe it took me so long to finally use this and try it. I am obsessed with this, especially, this is an insider secret, this, then this. Another one that I love is Farmacy Rise and Shine Daily Moisture Lock, just because the texture's so unique. It's kind of like a milky cream, and very lightweight at the same time. Great over an oil. I use it in a similar context to Somerville Nourish. I just think it's a really well done product, you know, what are you gonna do, right? Last but not least, masks. My mask for the year, as you guys probably could have guessed, the Dior Capture Total One Essential. If you can still find this in stores, just buy it. Just don't even, apparently they're tweaking it, and changing it. But yeah, I don't know. The weird thing is that I don't use this as a lifting, hydrating, detox, firming mask. I use this to treat my dermatitis, and when my skin is just not having it. For whatever reason, this resets it, and I don't question it anymore. I'm just like, I need to have these on hand. Always. Always. So, I love that. And it is beautiful. Like, Dior knows how to do packaging. Let's be fair. This is Dr. Carver's Easy Shave Butter, which is the Dollar Shaving Club shaving cream. This makes my Jack Black, or my Everyman Jack look basic, and I just think this is the best shaving cream that I've ever used. It just softens the hair and the skin instantly, and I get a really close shave when I use this, and it's $6 I'm sorry. Did you sold, right? Although if you do shave your legs, this could be a nice shaving cream for your legs as well, because it's not going to dry them out or anything like that. Yeah, I think this is just, if you need any type of shaving cream for any area on your face or your body, it's a great one, and it's a great value. You have to have a Dollar Shave Club subscription. That was the only thing. Let's jump into body. So, Paula's Choice Resist Weightless Body Treatment, 2% BHA. My favorite body treatment in the world. I love Sunday Riley Disrobe. I'm almost out. I have a backup. Once this is completely gone, I'll be sad because it's a Sunday Riley product that's really well done, and I wish they would still make it. But I know that the effects that I get are this times 3, pretty much. I love the BHA body, and I love Disrobe. Caudalie Hand and Nail Cream. Just the best hand cream on the entire world, ever. I love some hand food from Soap and Glory, but this is next level stuff. I can't stop. I'm obsessed. Makeup. So really, a lot of the makeup stayed the same as far as foundations. Like, I didn't really buy... Did I buy any foundations this year? Not really. The only, I think, to my knowledge, the only new one that I purchased, all thanks to Josh, who brought it back from Australia for me, is the Leblanc Foundation from Chanel. Now, of course, can you buy this in the US? No, because that would be too easy. But I am keen to buy this on eBay as soon as this runs out, because I think it just takes the best qualities of all Chanel foundations and puts them together, in the sense that I get the longevity of Perfection Lumiere, the glow of Vita Lumiere, the coverage of Lift Lumiere, and the imperceivable quality of Vita Lumiere Aqua. And you get SPF 30, which is great. If there's any video that you see where my skin looks like especially good, I'm probably wearing this. Touche Éclat from YSL. I picked this up at the end of last year. It's just my favorite under eye concealer. Just because it gives my eyes enough coverage when I'm not extremely tired, and it also brightens, and it just makes the face look alive, and I think it's just so well done. And then Tom Ford Bronzing Powder in Terra. This has got to be, except for the Chanel Soleil Tan, I think this is my favorite powder bronzer that I've ever used. In the sense that you get a lot of product. I mean, it's expensive, but you get a lot of product. It is so imperceivable on the skin. You can swirl your brush in there for an hour and then apply it to the face, and it's not going to look patchy or orange or too pink or fake, really. This is just a tan and a compact. It's not a bronzer. It is literally creates the look of a tan, and it's so easy to work with. So if you find it difficult to work with a bronzer, I would suggest this one, because I think it's so user-friendly, and it's huge, and I bought the white one from the summer collection because I wanted like a very Miami Vice kind of vibe. I just think that looks so good. Sorry, not sorry, right? Brushes and tools. The Hourglass #1. I used this a lot this year. Great at applying bronzer, especially that Tom Ford. Great at applying the Hourglass bronzers, which I liked but weren't my favorite. And great at, well, just great for powder and bronzers, especially bronzers. And then Wayne Goss brushes. I'm going to give it all, though, to the #14, just because I think it's such a unique... Have I said just because, what, 900 times throughout this video? I think this is such a great, unique brush that if you don't have this brush specifically, and you're going to buy something from his collection, I think this is the one to buy, because it'll be unlike any other brush that you own. Soft as all can be. And then I also, you know, honorable mention to the #2 and the 11, which are both great, and I use them a lot, but I use this one so much. The #14. Hair care, Living Proof. I should have mentioned this in the my last year's video, but it's because I didn't have it with me. But the PhD shampoo and conditioner, I don't think I'll ever have or want to use a different shampoo and conditioner, just because, again, I don't think I'm ever going to want to use a different shampoo or conditioner, especially the combination of the two. It makes my hair so incredibly balanced. It doesn't make it feel dry, it doesn't make it feel greasy, it just keeps my hair in perfect condition always. And then nails, just Chanel Vibrato 665, because is there ever a better color in the whole world that you would want on your nails? No. Sorry. I still love all of my classic Dior Nail Glow, my OCC polishes, but this just has got to be the nail polish of the year. On that note, I think we're done. Finally, right? It only took 1.5 years, but yes. So I want to know what your favorite products of the year are, and take a minute to think about it, right? Like, get the comment ready to go. Think about it for like a day or two, because you'll always think of one product where you're like, oh my god, if I didn't have that, I'd freak out. I want to know what products that I mentioned that were your favorites, or that you tried because I mentioned them, because this is the most exciting time of year, right, for products that we talk about when we freak out over. If there's anything that I missed that you think I should have included because I talked about it so much, then let me know, because I probably did, and I just want to do one of those kind of moments. Yep, so be sure to look out for the blog post. And also below I'll have all the products listed that were mentioned, as well as links to individual reviews that I've done. And then the blog will have a separate post featuring all of the hauls that I didn't include in this video, so, you know, the BHA and the Borghese toner and all of those sorts of things, just so we can kind of keep a running count of how many times those products get mentioned. But yeah, hopefully your year was fantastic. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you guys have done for me. I hope your year was as excellent as mine was, and that, you know, cheers to 2016. Be safe if you're going out on New Year's Eve. Don't drink and drive. If you live in New York, then stumble drunkenly home and laugh about it the next morning, and look both ways before you cross the street. And yeah, don't come too close to me after you party in Times Square, because I want to keep my neighborhood quiet, right? So don't wander over here, because I live close to Times Square. So don't do that. Unless you want to come party with me, then it'll be great. But yeah, so that is everything, and I will talk to you guys really soon. Thank you again, and I hope your year was fantastic and next year is even better. Bye.